Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Sorry, I'm going to take a bit of your time, but not too much time, so that you can go for the lunch break. Study. Anyway, so my name is Iniubong, and today I'm going to be speaking to you on navigating privacy and ethics in an AI-dominated world. Now, the topic of privacy and ethics is usually overlooked. But today, we are going to learn how we can protect ourselves and also learn a bit about ethics and privacy. Okay, so the AI revolution. The AI revolution is not coming, yeah, it's already here. And yeah, the AI revolution is already here. And I mean, AI is everywhere around us, from when we get up from bed to when we go back to sleep. So, I mean, we have services such as Netflix that uses machine learning AI to recommend new shows for us to watch. We have our Spotify algorithms, we have YouTube, we have all these algorithms which use AI basically. And for them to be able to do that, they need to collect a bunch of data about us, most of which we don't even know about. So this is going to lead us to the next slide, which is what is privacy. Now, privacy is personal data in AI training and processing. So this said, AI services collect data from us, such as our name, addresses, bio data, facial recognition, fingerprints, and so on. And usually, most times, we don't even know that these things are being collected. And privacy in AI only aims to protect our personal data. For the next slide. Okay, so what are ethics? So ethics is simply a framework of moral principles which guide responsible AI development use. Now, basically, ethics is meant to protect us as users, and also provide a framework for those who develop large language models to follow, so that humanity is safe. So why should you care about this? Now, ethics and privacy in AI protect our personal rights. They prevent harm. They ensure responsible, fair, and trustworthy technology. So, like I said, most times we overlook this topic, but it is pretty important because basically these laws are meant to protect our privacy and our human rights. Next slide. All right, so these are some examples of when AI can. So for example, the first one, a healthcare algorithm offered less care to Black patients. So imagine you are in the US and you have some ailment and you need immediate medical care, but the AI algorithm that the hospital uses has refused to put your name up on the list of those that require medical care. Then what then happens to you? Then next, recently, the story of the boy who fell in love with a chatbot, killed himself. The mom had to sue. And then we have another story of Clay Thompson, who Twitter AI accused him of vandalizing someone's house or multiple people's houses. So, imagine waking up, or imagine just staying, and then some AI out there is accusing you of doing what you didn't do. So that's pretty serious. So next, arguing that you don't care about the right to privacy because you have nothing to hide is no different than saying you don't care about free speech because you have nothing to say. So this quote was made by Edward Snowden, who is a hacker. He worked for the and he exposed some documents which basically prove that governments use some spyware technology to spy on us, which invades our privacy. Next slide. All right, so AI. Okay. All right, so ethical AI principles. Now, what are some principles we can use to ensure ethical AI in our applications? Now, beneficial active development. First of all, AI has to be beneficial to the society and has to be safe. And then we have fairness and non-discrimination. So like in the previous example where healthcare was denied to Black patients, AI has to ensure fairness, or AI systems have to ensure fairness and be non-discriminatory, which means they have to break existing human biases. Then we have transparency and explainability. Now, AI systems are meant to be transparent. They should usually state where the source of their data is coming from, and it should be easy to explain. Then privacy by design. So AI systems should be private, should imbibe privacy by design. And then accountability and responsibility. AI should be responsible. Okay, so we have the next slide. Ethical AI is the same as responsible AI. Which is the theme for this year's DEF, responsible AI. So ethical AI is basically the same thing, and which is just meant to look out for us. Now, existing AI regulations and frameworks. So we have the GDPR in the EU, then we have CCPA in California, we have the AI Act as well in the EU, and then we have some frameworks which Google and some other big tech companies adopt to ensure that AI is regulated. So next slide. So protecting your data. So after all of this long talk, how can you protect your data and privacy? So some of us are chemists, yeah? We will type in confidential company information or personal information just because it responds from ChatGPT or Gemini, which is very wrong. For example, now as a developer, you have a bug and then you don't know what to do, so you end up copying all of your code, and if you do not put your private keys in your file, you basically be copying the code and your private keys and you paste it in ChatGPT just to find a response. So that is wrong. Don't be chemists. Don't type confidential information into AI application. Next. Okay, so first of all, obscure sensitive information. So like I said before, don't be chemists. If you need to input data that is private, try to obscure it as much as possible. Now what that means is, so let's say you needed to put your name and your BVN to be able to come up with some response email or something. You can change it. Yeah, you can anonymize your name. So instead of using your name and maybe your birth date and everything, you can falsify the data just so that the AI have that information about you. Because these things, AI is pretty capable, so it's going to form like some neural links to whatever data you input. Then read privacy policies. So all of us are guilty of doing this. We do not read privacy policies, myself included. Pro tip is you can copy and paste the privacy policy in ChatGPT and ask it for a summary in case you don't want to read it. Then adjust privacy settings. So tools like Gemini has a privacy setting page where you can see all of your history, all your prompt history with it, and you can also set certain privacy options in case you don't want to transmit data to Google servers. Then be wary of smart devices. So some of us have, from our smartphones, these days there's smart alarms, smart fridges, smart clocks, smart everything. Yeah, so try to find out what information these devices are collecting from you and try to be careful. Then stay informed. Try to keep in touch and stay informed on existing regulations. And also, like I said, the data that all these devices require from you. Next. So key takeaways. So privacy and ethics are critical in AI. You should try to protect your data proactively. Also try to adopt ethical AI principles for those of us who aspire to build AI apps that use AI. And then as users, try to make informed choices. Next slide. Yeah. So thank you and stay safe. Let's connect. On Twitter, you can find Kuduni. On LinkedIn, You can find me at Iniubong Obonguko, and then you can also just send me an email at hello@iniubong.com. Thank you very much.
All right, a round of applause for you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Gloria Pan. Sir, please, you said if you want to ask AI a question, that we shouldn't type a confidential company document and ask the AI. Please, I want to know, assuming that I have a challenges that is very, very, assuming that I have a challenges that is very, very important and is very urgent. So I want to ask AI. I will not copy the company details, like copy with the link, but I just want to type the challenge as a question and get an immediate answer. Will it be any problem? Will the AI detect the office informations?
Okay, so like I said, don't input confidential information. So if you need an answer to something and it is not confidential information, say most people sign NDAs, yeah? So imagine putting data that is bound by an NDA into ChatGPT or Gemini just to get information. That is wrong. If as much as people try to obscure that data, try to make it not relate exactly to what you need. What is it? Or like a link. Like, okay.
Please let me understand, because sometimes AI is very good and it makes works easily for someone, especially in the office. Like I would just ask a question, like typing what I want. I will not copy the office informations.
Okay. Oh yeah, you can.
Will the AI understand, like will the AI know everything about the office information when I don't copy the details? I only type my challenge. Like
okay, so if I understand you correctly, you don't need to put in the company details to be able to ask your questions, right? You can just ask your questions. And then if it's not accurate, if its answer is not accurate, you can try to refine your question and maybe give it some more clues, but don't expose sensitive information. So that's just it.
Okay, thank you very much. GMG, everyone. My name, okay, I don't need to tell my name. This question now, you should just talk about copying of confidential information. So what if for a dev now, for developers, and you're having issues with code, maybe you have a bug, just like you mentioned, and you can't really solve it. You know, one thing about AI is that it tries to, before you to answer it, there's a question I was asking the WhatsApp Meta AI. I was asking the founder of some communities, and it was giving me wrong answer. So it was saying I should give him more information. So what should I do now? For example, in the bugs, when a bug is on a code, what should I do as a developer? Because you don't want to copy all the whole code to the, yeah, thank you.
So as far as the confidential, yeah. So people file patents for code, and so that can be classified as confidential. Maybe that piece of code is going to be classified as confidential. So as far as it's not, I mean, you can find code anywhere. If you go to GitHub, you see code of like almost any project you want to see, unless it's private. So it's not, code cannot really be classified as confidential data unless maybe it's hidden behind some patent or something. So yeah, you can, but don't paste data like your API keys or what API keys are. Yeah, so don't paste like data like your API keys when you're trying to ask AI code questions.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Iniubong Dixon. This question is basically for ChatGPT specifically. In ChatGPT, we have forget memory. Are you telling me that is a waste? Because I can use T to some extent, and then I decide to clear off all the memories of the stuff I typed in, everything I inputted there, are you telling me that it does not work?
Okay, so just like saying, now let me give you an example. So say Snapchat or Instagram, you send someone a message and then you delete the message. Do you think that's really deleted? It's deleted to you, you can't see it, but then there's a high chance that it's still being stored on their server somewhere. So, and if there's like a breach, yeah, if some hacker decides to hack their servers, they can access whatever confidential information you put there.
Okay, I actually gave that a try. I gave the AI some information and I deleted it, I think after a while, and then I asked about it. You know that if you use AI so much, you can basically ask, who am I? And it's going to give you all the details. And I did that and it could not give me anything proper because I cleared off its memory.
Well, again, do you want to take the chance? It's better you avoid it than for you to try it and find out what happens later on. If you can avoid it as much as possible, then do. But yeah, it's up to you, to be honest.
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you, everyone.